Biden confirmed president of an America shaken by pro-Trump violence. Washington, Congress certified Joe Biden's election to the White House after a day of unimaginable violence Wednesday in Washington, where supporters of Donald Trump sowed chaos within the Capitol, temple of American democracy. In the middle of the night, and after the rejection of objections from Republican elected officials, Vice President Mike Pence confirmed Thursday the Democrats' victory, with 306 voters against 232 for the outgoing president, in front of the two chambers meeting for an extraordinary session. Supposed to be a mere formality, this certification turned to insurrection, almost to sedition in the words of Joe Biden, when a crowd of supporters of the outgoing president invaded the Capitol, interrupting the debates. The images taken from inside the majestic building located in the heart of the American federal Capitol will make history, elected officials wearing gas masks, plainclothes police officers with guns in hand, demonstrators installed in the offices of parliamentarians. They will remain forever associated with the end of the tumultuous mandate of Donald Trump, whose endlessness alienated part of his own camp. For more than 2 months, he refuses to accept his defeat and blows on the embers of the division by brandishing conspiracy theories. His crusade culminated on Wednesday with the storming of the seat of legislative power. National Guard personnel were sent to Washington to restore calm after several hours of extreme tension. A curfew came into effect at the end of the afternoon in the city, where the state of emergency will be extended for 2 weeks. Amid the confusion, a woman was fatally injured in the Capitol by police gunfire. This Southern California resident was named Ashley Babbitt and was a staunch supporter of the Republican billionaire. 3 other people were killed in the Capitol Hill area on Wednesday, but police are refraining from directly linking the deaths to the violence. I like you. In a serious speech delivered at the height of the crisis, Joe Biden, who will take office on January 20th, denounced an unprecedented attack on American democracy. He called on Donald Trump to speak immediately on television to demand the end of the siege of the Capitol. As a solemn address, the American president contented himself with a few tweets and a short video posted on the internet in which he asked his supporters to stay away from the violence and to return at their home. I like you, I understand your pain, he added, however, once again referring to a stolen election. The video was taken down shortly after by Facebook, which deemed it contributing to the risk of violence. The social network at the same time decided to block the American president for 24 hours. For its part, Twitter also deleted the video, blocked the @RealDonaldTrump account for 12 hours and threatened it with permanent suspension, unprecedented measures. The only one of Donald Trump's Republican predecessors still alive, George W. Bush, denounced scenes of chaos worthy of a banana republic. For Barack Obama, this violence is a moment of dishonor and shame for America. But not a surprise. Shameful scenes. These images have also sparked outrage across the world. Berlin called on pro-Trump to stop trampling on democracy. London denounced shameful scenes. French President Emmanuel Macron urged not to give in to the violence of a few against democracies. Spoken intervention, the head of NATO Jens Stoltenberg evoked shocking scenes insisting that the result of the election had to be respected. Ignoring the chaos in Congress, the Dow Jones finished on a new record. According to the U.S. Capitol Historical Society, this is the first time the Capitol has been invaded since the building was set on fire by British troops in 1814. We will never concede. After the failure of his post-election crusade in court, Donald Trump had chosen in an extraordinary gesture to challenge Congress by bringing together tens of thousands of his supporters in Washington, at the very moment when he was to set victory in stone. Of his rival. On this occasion, he attacked with extreme virulence his own camp. The Republican tenors are weak and pathetic, he launched under a sky laden with heavy clouds, to tens of thousands of supporters. We will never give up. We will never concede defeat, he hammered, putting pressure on his Vice President Mike Pence to do the right thing. Before the debates got confused, Mike Pence had started to chair the joint session of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Some Republican elected officials had objected to the election results in some states, but several of them indicated, after the violent incidents, that they no longer associated with the process. The leader of the Republicans in the Senate, Mitch McConnell, hammered at the resumption that Congress would not be intimidated. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, a close ally of Donald Trump, for his part announced that he was no longer following in the president's footsteps. Don't count on me anymore. Enough is enough, he said. And, according to some U.S. media, ministers of the billionaire Republican have discussed the possibility of invoking the 25th Amendment to the Constitution, which allows the vice president and a majority of the cabinet to declare the president unfit to hold office. The now Democratic Senate. The violent incidents took place the day after 2 by-elections in Georgia won by the Democrats, who thus regained control of the Senate from the Republicans. Democratic candidate Raphael Warnock defeated Republican Senator Kelly Loeffler and made history by becoming the first black senator elected in this traditionally conservative southern state. And Jon Ossoff won the crucial second senatorial in Georgia. At 33, he would become the youngest Democratic senator since Joe Biden in 1973. Democrats will have 50 seats in the Senate, like Republicans. But as the Constitution provides, future Vice President Kamala Harris will have the power to decide the votes, and therefore tip the scales on the Democratic side,